Get a stop and go score and win the game, man.
As we'll see the national champions from last year, the South Carolina Gamecocks, taking on the 19th ranked team in the land, the Penn State Nittany Lions. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollock, and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up.
There you go, South Carolina. They get a win today.
The Nittany Lions' long wait is coming to an end as they'll put a foot to it and the season will get underway. And he's going to bring this one out. Pulled down at the 18. And
Big K.
to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one.
What the word is, man?
This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Going right to work up top. The throw to the outside is complete. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33, and that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory.
I love the play call. First play of the game, there's no mystery. We're going to
About
get
10 minutes
one of our
late. I
best
just
players
started
in
a college
football
game.
right now and let you know about it. Awesome job.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Looking downfield on first down. Looking down the middle. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Oh, he was hoping to make something out of that return.
Oh, my drag 10 yards down the field, bro.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always remember your first interception. They'll always remember this moment.
Great place to start for this offense. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. The give to the tailback. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Wants to go up top. Snagged out of the air. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain. Let's take just a second and talk about Penn State. They had quite the ride last year, made it to the semifinals, couldn't finish the deal. Regression or redemption?
And today we're going to find out. And that's what's cool. Last year did not finish the way they wanted to, but they did get to the playoff. That is an accomplishment. Now, did that raise the level of intensity for these guys for a whole offseason, Jesse? And do they come out better?
I think it has. I think the sense of urgency on this team has actually gone up. There were a lot of people patting them on the back last year. Yeah, you didn't win it all, but you made it to the playoff. Nice job. They're hungrier than they were a season ago. Let's see if that shows itself here today.
Line is set on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't do it with the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Nittany Lions will punt it away on 4th down. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. this drive, going to the air. Using the quick game. Steps out of bounds across the 25. They'll mark it at the 26, and a good pickup for this offense here. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the tight end. Turning it on. Down across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
He's going for the big play. He's got it inside the 30. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd.
That's Larry.
Touchdown, Gamecocks.
That man Larry.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season.
You got to do a better job matching that, bro.
Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so.
Look how far behind you are.
Put that on your resume. That'll pay off big time and late in the season.
The Nittany Lions are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Now the play fake. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Grabbed in the middle. It's Bohannon. There he goes. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down.
I think you're seeing the chemistry between these two guys on that last play, right? Quarterback's on the move. He's got to find his big fella. He does a great job of finding the soft spot in the defense and settling down. He was a stationary target for his quarterback on the move, and that really helped him pick up that first.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
What'd he say?
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go?
What Case say?
Looking to fire.
Oh.
Dances away from the pressure, going to his left. Wide open, he makes the catch. Run out of bounds just before he could get it into the end zone, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time, and the offense gets a huge explosive play.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
Did you get George's? Oh, you said you didn't see it. Yeah.
They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. looking for a path to the end zone to the right.
Oh, okay.
He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
Unsuccessful second down, and now I'm immediately thinking, I got a little bit more
I
than
thought
I
it was
want.
George.
What are my pass plays? What am I going to get into here offensively to try to have success on third down?
They worked it down to the 4-yard line, but now it's 3rd and goal. He's looking to pass. Just a little off. Incomplete.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. Absolutely center cut. That'll bring him to within 4. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Oklahoma State is ahead early in Stillwater, but that's not exactly Barry Sanders or Thurman Thomas out there. This game is a long way from over. They're up by 7 over UMass. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final.
What are you using? His mouth.
South
To play the game?
Ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey.
Man.
Off to a good start here and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. Wants to throw on 1st down. Zings it complete to the right. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. The RPO, fire complete to the left. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Now he's going to break the pocket. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary. You saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down.
Freeze.
After the incompletion, they go back up top. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Here comes the noise from this big crowd in Happy Valley on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Snags it. They will score. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
I know we're only in game 1, but in this half, you've got to be excited about what you've seen from this offense. Really nice rhythm. Quarterback's got great command on the field with respect to what they're trying to do, and they've got some weapons. I can't wait to see.
Can you see the baseball game, though?
And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead.
He can't watch the baseball game.
And this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
He can't see the fireworks go off when the baseball team win.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll give it to the back. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
They'll run play action. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. There to make the tackle.
You hear
It's South Carolina holding the lead. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Off play action on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well.
Way to break on it. Way to break on it.
Guys, let's think big picture for a minute and talk
Broke
about
on that good.
Everybody
I like
uses
that.
the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, a lot of times you tick people off on your own roster. So when you only bring a few in, you cherry pick.
Turn around and pick it off.
And some real concerns that you have, sometimes it just...
Oh, you had them bagged.
There's an example of what happens when the quarterback...
All you had to do was turn around and find the ball, bruh.
Him to have to work off schedule a little bit, and I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
It'll be 3rd and long. Just keep slinging it. Makes the pass.
Oh, pick it off.
Incompletion on 3rd down.
Man, what a break on the football. He read that the whole way.
Had
Just
what?
couldn't finish it. You know he saw the end zone. He saw the grass in front of him to break on that and maybe take it to the house, but just a missed opportunity.
Looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Wants to go up top on first down. He's going for a big play downfield. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell.
Bro, when I tell these niggas to stay on the sideline, they come back.
Make sure he had to think
Stay on
about
the bench,
something
bro,
later,
till
and
you
could
ready.
see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll run behind the big guys on the right. And the defense holds firm.
Let these niggas do this Superman tackle on here, bro. That's going crazy.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He's got it on the outside. All by himself down the middle. And he eluded the defense, and they'll take it all the way. Touchdown,
That's Larry.
Carolina.
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not 1, not 2, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish with a huge play in the passing game, covering 75 yards to house it. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. Right? The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field. Find those guys down the field.
You know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Fires to the middle. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. Grab near the sticks. It's Cook. Good pick up there. They'll move.
Just stay out the game, bro.
At the 41.
Like,
Well, this defense is being challenged, and this secondary in
you
particular.
ask me, do I want him to come back? I say no, and then you put him back in anyway.
And already, this quarterback has over 200 yards passing.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on 1st down. Motion from the wideout. To the air on 1st down. Punts it out of the air. Makes the grab almost to the 1st down, Parker, but a good pickup on that one.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes or goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a 1st down.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays, the quarterback and his unit is executing, and this defense right now, they have no answers.
They'll throw it from the red zone. Fires to the wideout.
Man, you give us a better pass, that's a tud.
Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
My goodness, this offense has got it rolled. They might be on a 50-burger. This defense, they don't have any answers right now. They're going to have to figure something out.
The Gamecocks trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll move the wide receiver. Gets it out quickly. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Gamecocks. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football
laboratory.
Army is just getting blown off the field right now, and I was there for the 0-13 season back in the day. This one will sting almost as much, just brutal. They're trailing by 14 to Southern Miss. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
He picks up maybe a couple before he stops
Stand
right
away
at
from
the
that.
30-yard line.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Amazing to think just how confident this offense was coming into this game. They thought they were going to go up and down the field throwing the football in this one. That has not been the case. They have not yet scored a touchdown in this one. They just threw an incompletion on third down now, looking like they may have to punt. This offense has got to find their rhythm, but you've got to wonder about their confidence at this point of the game.
The Nittany Lions will snap it on 1st and 10. Quarterback making checks. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quickly complete. Slips a tackle and he's got room. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31 and a big pickup on that one.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Shoots it to the left. Facing connection. Around and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business.
Everybody holds their breath when this guy has the ball. On defense now, you got to stop the bleeding because you're allowing one of the best at his position in the sport of college football. Now have back-to-back catches. You better...
And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. After the score, we'll see if that breathes a little fire into them.
And you see it all the time, right? You get that score, you get that energy, the crowd gets involved, and the defense got to get out and get you a stop. But this was step one to getting them back in the ballgame.
Bringing it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Thanks to grab.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
And the Gamecocks can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Grab near the marker. It's Cook. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move.
I feel like this guy's having one of those games. It happens maybe once in your life. He's just been open everywhere on the field. He's been lighting up the scoreboard. He's turning these defenders around. They just simply can't cover him.
Looking downfield on 1st down. It's complete to the right. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. So now it's 2nd and long. Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to keep it in the air. Fires to the right. Got the big tight end on the corner route. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28.
You can tell this quarterback did his homework coming into this game. He has been dissecting this defense with his arm and his mind. Over 300 yards passing now.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Throws toward the end zone.
Oh, what?
And that one falls in. Trying to get a check play on
That's pass interference, man.
This offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
This time it's complete. Headed to the end zone. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in
he stayed in bounds. Look like, let's
Man,
see.
this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels.
Can't challenge.
This offense has been running up and down the field, and here they are, first and goal, a chance to tap. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Gamecocks!
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball, but man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
And they tacked on the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's not going to take the touchback. He doesn't get it back to the 25. He's out of bounds at the 21-yard line. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They'll go to the ground. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs.
Oh, he's got some space. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Rushes on him. He's going to take off. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
A lot of times we call these quarterbacks ballers and game changers, but you don't call them smart enough. Like knowing the situation, knowing I can scramble around, buy some time, and then knowing exactly what I need to do to get that 1st down. You can call them whatever you want, but that was really smart.
Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
Looking to go up top in times, running out in the half. It's picked off, and another empty drive.
Well, that's a huge moment here in the game at the end of the first half because the offense is trying to march down the field. They're trying to cut into the opponent's lead, but with that interception and with that return, the defense now, they've put their team in an opportunity to pad their lead with more points here at the end of the first half.
We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. He'll start this drive firing. Throws toward the end zone. Intercepted.
You gotta jump up to catch the ball, bro.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback.
Nigga 6'5" and won't jump to catch the ball.
Pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working.
He's looking deep.
Man, come on, dog.
They tried to hit
Pick
him
the
with
ball
a big
out.
one on 1st down.
And it's funny, right before that play, I'm thinking to myself, I wonder if this offense is just going to play conservative here with the field position, the fact they haven't scored a ton of points so far in this game, and just run the ball and take it into halftime. No, they're being aggressive, and not just that. They're taking deep shots way down.
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Got room on the return.
And I like the aggressiveness. I understand you're down, right before the half. You want to go get some points, but you can't turn the football over here. Now you've set the other team up in a position to maybe get more points as the first half's winding down.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. He's got the back in the middle. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, South Carolina!
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finish the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. From the gun, the running back has it. Fighting off the defender. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Gamecocks will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Got blown out in the first half, and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it. I don't know how to...
Breaks into the open.
Oh.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. You count up those explosive plays in a game, and you put a little extra star by the big run.
Yeah, this running back is a weapon, boy. He is so good in space. He's got shiftiness. He can make guys miss. And if this guy gets into the second level, watch out. He can hit a home run.
Wants to go up top on first down. Now he'll turn one loose back to the middle.
Ooh.
And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
Well, the defense just did the quarterback a massive favor. That's the nicest thing they've done to him all game. They've already picked him off twice. That should have been number 3.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Moves around to clear up the vision. He's got him this time. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 and the 38, and these guys are on the move.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
Makes the catch. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
He'll pull it on the read. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
Fires to the big fella. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28.
Obviously, great job picking up the first down there through the air, but you're trailing by a lot of points now, and you're in that area of the field where you should take a shot. If I was the offensive coordinator, I'd be thinking about throwing this next one into the end zone and trying to cut into the lead.
shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. And back to the air on second down. Lets it fly deep downfield. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
Wants to throw again. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And he throws another interception, his third one of the night. Trying to take it back. At the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Gamecocks. The defense gets it done with that huge interception return.
And that's a great job by the defender there, back in his own end. He knew he had to make a play. He jumped the route, caught it, and he takes it all the way back. Forget flipping the field. How about scoring a touchdown?
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Conference USA action right now, fellas. Wait till you see how things are playing out. Middle Tennessee is ahead in this one. This team plays a fun brand of football there in Murfreesboro, but they're a long way from closing this out. They're up by 4 over UTEP. We'll keep you updated as this one goes forward in a game that could shake up the CUSA race significantly.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And it's his 4th interception of the game. Going the other way, and he's got room. Touchdown, Gamecocks! The defense takes matters into its own hands.
You've got to be so careful as a quarterback throwing over the middle of the field with this linebacker. He is so good in coverage, reading the quarterback's eyes. He'll make you pay, and he did right there with that pick six.
And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
56, Penn State, 10.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25.
Oh, you scared?
The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Yeah, it's a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Throws to the wideout.
Oh, can't pick it off.
Defender all over him, knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And
That's why you playing defense, son.
He's had 0 rhythm. He hasn't been accurate.
You can't
He's
catch a
thrown
pick.
ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position.
You didn't see it right that time.
And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. To the air on 1st down. Finds his man. It's Cook.
I ain't got hit the wrong button. Oh, boy.
some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to fire. Throws for the tight end. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the first down.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the third quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out, and that's exactly what they're doing now.
Looking to throw on first down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And he will wisely scamper out of bounds. No need to take unnecessary hits.
And that's a really good job by this defense, because remember, when the quarterback runs, now you got an extra blocker, because he's not just handing it off and standing there, and they still did a good job at the point of attack, kind of strung it along.
Oh, Irvin.
Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
And I love the idea of getting this guy screen throws because of his ability after the catch. So nice job getting downfield, getting a hat-on-hat, and giving him a tunnel to run through.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring.
What over there?
Second down, they'll go to the air. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Touchdown, South Carolina! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And everybody's getting in on the fun now for this offense.
Mike LaFleur, Raheem Morris, and Anthony Weaver in running.
And I love the play calling. These guys came to your school to play in this offense to score touchdowns.
How do you teams ain't got a coach yet, bro?
Prove they can stop it.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. So that drive covered just 44 yards, and they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. On the run, still looking. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And the QB leaves the pocket and he scrambles out and he goes to his right. And I love how he keeps his eyes down the field, trying to make a play, trying to throw the football. But the relentless chase, I love it. Getting to the quarterback. He throws an inaccurate pass because he gets whacked as he throws the football. Nice job chasing by the defense.
He's got him. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
The thing I like about the slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
Bringing the heat. Blasted as he lets it go. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there, throwing in time, getting it to him in space and allowing him to go to work.
I think they went outside to play in the snow or something.
Statistical day for this wide receiver.
Him and Nasir.
It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking to pass. It's Godet. Firing to the right, complete. He's out of bounds at the 38-yard line.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
And the Nittany Lions come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Caught in the backfield, it's Norris. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the 3rd quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
Chew it out, huh? Is it more respect by taking your foot off the gas, or is it more respect by playing to the end? I think it's disrespectful for a nigga to be like, man, I don't whoop your ass enough. Let me just ease up on you. I think that's disrespectful, bro.
Back to pass. Pocket breaking down.
No, I mean, that's just how I view it.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance.
I'm gonna chew the clock, though, man. I'm gonna chew the clock. Get out the game.
You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Looking for a man. It's Godet. Oh, they're after him. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback in this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Looking downfield.
Hey!
Intercepted deep in his own end. Bringing it back.
That's a really good job by the defense. Understanding
Who hurt? No.
It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out. Everybody on the same page.
And the Gamecocks can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to go up top. Unloads to the wideout. Had the pick in his hands and couldn't hang on. And you just
What happened last night?
Very often. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, the defense has had enough of this, right? The quarterback's on a hot streak.
Why didn't they keep saying that to it?
Jumping one of these routes. We're going to try to get a pick. Almost came away with the one there.
Oh.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Across the 45. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
And how about it? It's not just the arm. We've seen that today where he's picked them apart, put up some yardage, put on some touchdowns. Also showing you he can do it with his puppies. Taking off, running, getting the first down. Nice scramble. He's shown you a little bit of everything today.
Fires to the big fella. He'll get down to the 22 before going out of bounds.
Boy, you said something.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback.
Boy, you said something.
Of the throw because he put it out in front of his big man. He was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Complete downfield. Touchdown Gamecocks. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And how about this offense, man, putting another drive together, getting in the end zone. And here's the deal. Going on the road, handling these conditions in game 1, they've done a phenomenal job.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings.
Don't pick the ball off!
Too much on that one, just out of his reach.
And this game's starting to tick away for this offense, and they're getting in desperation mode. They've got to be able to find a way to make plays in the pocket. It's not going to be the scrambles out wide. You need passing plays deep down the field. They've got to find some way to attack this secondary.
Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Nittany Lions really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Dropping back, it's Godet. Under fire. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense has it, they're on the move. And the quarterback just ran out of time there, and they were able to knock it free.
Quarterbacks have got to do a great job keeping two hands on the football, especially in passing situations like that, because you know defenders are swatting at the ball. Even if you can't see them, these guys, they're 6'5", 6'6", they've got long arms. They're trying to rip and tug away and get that ball out of your hands. A QB will learn from this play. He's got to do a better job with his fundamentals.
From the gun, he leaves it with the back. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
That back had
I don't know why, but that dive annoys me that they can do on this game.
11 guys on defense.
They're going to try to throw for it on third down. And it's caught! Touchdown, Gamecocks!
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Army is in trouble right now, and unless something changes, this could be the kind of loss that sets that program back significantly. They're trailing by 18 to Southern Miss. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Leaves it with the back. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Calls his own number. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Back to throw, it's Godet. Rifles it down the middle. Pulls it in down the sideline. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
Why is this nigga press, bro?
Let's go. We got some life. We made a big play, something to build off of. We need a lot of points, and we need them quickly. Time's running out. We're trailing big in this ball game.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Delivers the stiff arm. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
Well, it's a nice change-up call on offense because obviously in the fourth quarter, you're down by a bunch of points and everybody in the stadium is expecting you to throw it to get back in the game. So you dial up the run play, and you get a huge gainer. Hopefully that can give this offense the momentum they need to try to scrape and claw back into this one.
Able to make the tackle, but not before he gets 5 yards down to the 21. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. Buys a little time. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be third down.
Well, this defense has just had this QB's number all game long. We're here in the fourth quarter, and still he's not able to set up in the pocket. He gets flushed to the outside, nothing open, and it's an incompletion.
Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this 3rd and short, they're still thinking touchdown. Fires left. It's complete. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. The Nittany Lions had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Pressure coming. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
It's pretty obvious. This defense came into this one knowing they were going to have to play a complete game until there were zeros on the clock, especially against this quarterback. You cannot take your foot off the gas, and that's exactly what they're doing here. Late in the fourth quarter, they're still bringing it, and they get another sack.
That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
I know this football game is over, but we got to keep fighting. We got to keep finding something, some kind of rhythm in this offense, something we can hang our hat on that we do really, really well.
Trying to get it in. And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. But they still do count it for 6.
Yeah, and this offense needs a spark, man. Down big. Listen, it's game 1. It's not the end of the world, but we got a deficit. Got to put some drives together. Nice drive here. Now the defense needs to do their part because they got to put this thing in turbo.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. Makes a move. This guy makes you hold your breath when he gets the football in his hand.
He don't move as fast as he's supposed to be. He's supposed to be fast. Move kind of slow.
They'll start this drive at their own 48. Looking to throw on first down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
But how about this offense? They're not worried about
Oh my God, who is that guy handled like that? 52, was that you?
Make big plays, and they've had a great day so far.
Motion from the wide receiver. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Sweet throw and catch along the sideline. It's enough for the first down. They're just about to put this W in the books, guys. Comes against a ranked opponent, a team that most of us expected them to beat, and they were able to come through.
Yeah, but you're going to get challenged early in the season. It's fun to play other ranked teams and kind of see what you have. And this team kind of proven, like, listen, they're worth the ranking. They're probably going to continue to climb up the charts, handling their business early in the season against a pretty dang good team.
And I think at the end of the year, when the committee's meeting together and they're deciding
out there that whole time playing in the snow.
The playoff, this is a game they're going to point back to. Hey, we wanted to find out more about them against a good opponent. They won the game. They took care of business. This was impressive today.
They'll get it down to the 8-yard line.
Yes, sir.
Catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
Beautiful thing, man.
And there's no mercy rule in college football. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter, and they're still staying aggressive. They're still throwing the football, going out and executing, working on their craft. They've got bigger fish coming up down the road, bigger games. So you got to keep sharpening the tools, and that's what you're seeing here in the fourth quarter.
Good timing on the quick out. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
I'll tell you, QBs and receivers, they practice these out
Boy, you said
all
something.
week long, and you've got to anticipate. You've got to be comfortable throwing it before he gets out of his break, and they executed it perfectly right there to pick up that first.
And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they've been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25.
You can't take it to their base.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Leaves it with the back. He's stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found.
Bring it the next time.
Had very little success. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Still firing away as they'll go down swinging. Here comes the heat. They fought to the bitter end, and the final incompletion puts a wrap on it. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really
Boy, you say
they
something.
weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher. You're
Take it
more
all.
talented. A lot of people point to this game possibly
Yes, sir.
upset two really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not. And that demonstrated itself